Okay, so DDG is asking a judge to stop Halle Bailey from taking their son Halo out of the country for work because he says she's emotionally unstable, suicidal, and is a danger to their son's safety and to others' safety. So DDG submitted these docs in response to some things that in response to her request to go out of the country and in response to some of the things that she had filed previously. He says that there are several instances that show all of these things that spanned over several years. So there's a bunch of text messages that he included in this doc, like a ton, photos of alleged like bruises he received from their physical altercations and different conversations that they had. But of the most alarming that he alleges in the doc, he says that on March 21st, 2024, Haley sent a ton of text messages to him. She was allegedly threatening to kill herself and suggesting that their son might be harmed as well. He says during this time she was actually driving a car, and he alleges that he was so scared for her safety because she had done or alleged and said she would do things like this to herself before, that he actually called her godmother because he was worried that their child would be in danger and that she was in danger because of this emotional state that she was in while driving. There's also an incident that he talks about. August 2023, they got into an argument of some sort, and after the argument, he alleges that Haley took his legal gun and left their home, and he got scared again for her safety, and he called his mom and his mother's fiance because he couldn't find her. So he says that his mom came, found her. They found her outside of the home, allegedly still holding the gun, and she was emotionally unwell and incoherent and potentially suicidal then. And then there is an additional time, March 22nd, that he alleges in Atlanta. He says that this was the first time that Haley threatened to harm herself with a knife. She was texting and calling him repeatedly, and I do have some of the screenshots from the document. So in one text, she's texting him, and she's, if this is her, these alleged texts, she's saying it's all his fault. She's saying, cry about it later. And this is after she would have threatened to harm herself and not live anymore. And that's a repeated cycle in these texts that he's included. And he's responding and saying, why do you want me to sit on the phone and listen to you yell at me all day? You do this to me every day. And she says, I beg for your help. I don't have anyone. I'm actively suicidal and struggling. I've been running to the doctor every day for help, and you still play in my face. I won't make it to my birthday because of you. So this is just an example of some of the type of text. I can't hear myself. Some of the type of texts that were included in this document. Now, Haley has responded, and she's actually responded.
Halle,
sorry.
Yeah,
I can't hear.
Halle.
No,
I can't hear.
feel you.
Your headphones not up?
Yeah, my headphones are up.
Charlamagne was having the same problem this morning.
It's here.
Just turn them up, Loren.
First of all, it was up. It was the thing. It wasn't all the way in. I'm sorry, Jess. What were you saying? Halle?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Halle,
yeah,
yes.
Halle.
So Halle, and my great grandmother's name Halle. Okay, so Halle has responded, and in her response, she basically is saying that it's ironic that he's just now waiting to respond. She's saying that she should be granted permission because she has to go and work. She has to make money for her child, and she also did directly address the mental health things, and she says that she alleges that DDG is exaggerating, lying, and misconstruing facts for the court, not only to make their history of their relationship look crazy, but to make her parenting and her mental health look away as well. She says, there's no doubt that I was emotionally devastated in 2022 and in 2023 by his behavior and ongoing abuse that she alleges. I have been very vocal about my anxiety, depression, and previous thoughts of suicide without waiving the rights of her therapist and her privilege. She says she has reached out to her doctor to receive treatments and to address these issues. And she also says that if given the chance, like if a judge takes this to court, she'll take the stand and talk about all these things, and she has nothing to hide. But it's unfair that he's right now requesting for her to not be able to take the child out of the country. And the reason why he's saying that he doesn't want the child to go out of the country is, number one, of course, all the mental health stuff that he's alleging is harmful. But he's also saying that if baby Halo goes out of the country and, God forbid something were to happen, like she goes into a mental state allegedly, or she's threatening to harm the baby, they're out of the court's jurisdiction. So there's nothing that he can do to intervene, and it could take weeks, days, or whatever before he could.
So imagine struggling with all those issues, and Jess, you can speak to this. I mean, postpartum depression is real as well.
Absolutely, it is. You don't know. Like, you don't know what your days are going to be like. You wake up, you're constantly sad, and all you want is a break from the baby. And thank God that I did have breaks, but, like, it seems like even in those messages, you know what I mean? Like, she's asking him, begging him practically, like, yo, I need you to help me. You know what I mean? All you can do is be there for somebody with postpartum depression.
Yeah.
As a man, and Envy, you know, as a man and father of 4, the most important thing you can do after your lady has a baby is help. You got to help with childcare. You got to help with errands, meal prep. And if you got to go get professional help, go do that too. You just got to create an environment of support.
Yeah, but that's what I think that he's saying. And he's saying if this happens while she's overseas taping, who's there to help her? Who's there to help with the kids? But
she has that though.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying. And,
and he's saying on the.
But in the messages, the messages reflect that she said, I have nobody.
Right.